Hi, Catherine Kyle here from greenthickies.com, and today I have some really exciting news. I am finally healed of chronic fatigue syndrome. If you've been following me for a while, you will know that for the start of this year I developed chronic fatigue syndrome again, and this is the third time in my life that I had chronic fatigue syndrome. First time I just changed my diet, that's a really big thing to do, and I healed from changing my diet. The second time I was already eating a healthy diet, so I started using different supplements, essential oils, and also started to reprogram my subconscious mind. I started doing some positive thinking, and that seemed to really help really quickly. And the third time I was thinking, okay, I'm already eating a healthy diet, although it was Christmas and I was eating some food that wasn't usually on my diet, but it was some other things. It was work stress that caused it, and I really didn't listen to my body at all. Even though, a lot of the time I was eating healthy food, I was not listening to how my body felt. I was under lots of work stress. I set myself deadlines that I couldn't meet, and I did not give myself any time to rest for 2 months. I was literally working every second I was awake, and I wasn't sleeping. I was stressed. I couldn't sleep and I couldn't relax, and basically I had a very negative frame of mind as a result, and I wasn't doing any of my healthy habits, my morning routines, wasn't doing anything at all. So my body sunk down into a chronic fatigue state again, and because I had recovered twice already from chronic fatigue, I knew that I could do it again. But it was still really frustrating at the time, because if you've ever had chronic fatigue, or if you know somebody who has got it, you know that on sometimes it's some of the time. For me, it was all the time, every day. You are not able to do basic things, so that meant I just couldn't do normal stuff around the house. I couldn't even go and pick my kids up. It was really, really tough. I knew it was coming to an end, but I just had to stay positive that it was going to end. But it was so hard all that time, thinking, when is it going to end? This feels like really, really hard work. And for the family, to kind of keep your family running as it should do, and everything that needs to happen in a household to keep your household functioning, it was a little bit of a nightmare, to say the least. But I tried to stay positive throughout the whole thing and use it as a time to give myself that needed rest, the rest that was now forced on me, that I should have taken myself, but now I had to take. So when you don't listen to your body forces things on you, forces rest on you some way or another. So my body was telling me that I needed a good 6 months to heal. So I just spent that time just resting, reading, meditating, doing some light stretching if I was able to, really getting my mind in a positive state, looking into things that I could do to improve my health. I had a big long list of things. A lot of them, they didn't take any energy, but things like kind of meditating, visualizing, writing in my journal, recording how I felt every day, these kind of things, visualizing my future, looking into new ways that I could improve my health, my physical health, my mental health. And so I used the time wisely when I was sick, and thankfully I've now completely recovered, which is good. I say completely recovered. The last 2 times that I had chronic fatigue, I recovered very quickly. When I felt like I had recovered, I recovered very quickly, and I immediately felt my old energy returning, which I used to be very, very energetic. Used to, I could go and do an hour's gym session, just really hammer it out at the gym, go running, do all kinds of things like this. And this time it hasn't quite been like that. I haven't felt that same, and although I feel normal, I think it's just a kind of, what most people feel like is that they can do normal things, they can do what they need to do daily, they can go for a walk, they can, do all the jobs that need to be done, but they don't have this out of the ordinary levels of energy that I used to have. So my old level of energy hasn't quite returned yet, but I'm still enjoying the kind of normal levels of energy that I've got at the moment, and I've no doubt that my old energy will return, but I do have some things to work through. So how did it happen? How did I actually recover? Well, this it was different again this time, but it was more based on things that are, you know, in your mind, in your subconscious mind, rather than physical health. Although physical health really does play a huge part in this, because you've got to rest, you've got to give your body a rest, and that means you've got to put the right food into your body, the right nutrition. Otherwise your body can't have that rest that it really needs, and your body really does need that rest, because otherwise, if your body can't rest, then your mind can't do its job either. And I found that my brain was so tired that I just couldn't work. My brain was just wasn't functioning. I couldn't hold a conversation, I couldn't think straight, my words were just not coming, my brain was falling asleep literally. So my brain needed rest as well as my body. So yeah, I did all the kind of physical things that I knew to do, and there were so many of them, and I've made quite a few videos showing you physical things that I did to give my body that much needed rest, so that my mind could start to recover as well. And I'm going to continue to do more in the future, because there's so many things I haven't told you about that I did as well. I mean, there was a massive long list of stuff that I did to give my body a rest. So yeah, so I did all these things, and every day I was doing all these physical things. I was eating the right food. I was very, very strict about my diet. I didn't, you know, have anything that anyone would ever consider unhealthy during that time. Every bite that went into my mouth was something nutritious. I just drank, you know, lots of water and herbal teas, and of course my green Thickies. And I was feeling, and I started, you know, protocols of vitamins, and I was drinking these liquid vitamins that seemed to be really helping to improve my energy. And every day I was feeling like a little tiny bit better, a little tiny bit better, a little tiny bit better, and I could feel the improvement, but it was going so slowly. And it got halfway through the year, round about June I think, and it was summer and the weather was gorgeous, and I was just frustrated. I wanted to be out there walking, I wanted to go on trips, I wanted to see some of beautiful Scotland, and although I was in my back garden, I was grateful that I could still enjoy the sunshine, because we don't get much of it. I still really wanted to heal more quickly so I could just do normal things again. So and also another thing was, I was feeling really lonely. Like it's really lonely having chronic fatigue, because like I was saying, you can't hold a conversation with anyone because your brain falls asleep. So I didn't have the energy to go around somebody's house, and I didn't have the energy to invite anyone round to my house either, because it just gets to a point where your kind of brain just shuts off, and you just think, I just can't have this conversation anymore. I need to just go and lie down. I need to stop talking right now. And it's quite rude at that point, you know. I couldn't smile anymore, so I didn't even really invite anybody round either, and I was getting really lonely. So what I did was I joined a chronic fatigue support group, and I was lucky that there was one in my local town, which was great. And I was quite reluctant to join, because I thought, is it going to hinder my progress to join a group like this, because it's going to make me think that I have chronic fatigue, I am chronic fatigue, this is my life, these are my friends, this is what I do. So I thought I might get stuck in that place, and it might stop me from believing that I was going to heal if I based my new social life around this group. So I was really careful with myself, and I still felt that I should go and go to at least one session of this group and see how I felt. So I went to the group, and it was really good, and everyone was so lovely, and it was really interesting as well, because there's like you know, some people who've had it for a long time, and they it's almost like they've given up thinking that they're ever going to be healed. And there were some people who maybe hadn't had it so long, and they really still had that enthusiasm and passion that they felt like they could actually heal. And there was other people who had healed in the past, so there was a lovely mixture of people. And it just made me think that, you know, you don't have to be black and white about these things, that, you know, life is a journey. And there were people there who, like me, they had healed for the most part, and then it crept back in again, and then it had gone away, and it crept back in again. So, you know, there's different levels of people. And there was one guy there who he actually recommended something to me. He knew that I was on a path of healing, and he recommended something to me, and he said, there's this guy, he is a hypnotherapist, and he does other stuff as well, and basically he has like a money back guarantee, and he said that you only pay him if he heals you of chronic fatigue. And he said he does it with pain and he does it with chronic fatigue, and they're the two things that he guarantees that he can heal you from, like straight away with one session. And I just thought, well, that sounds amazing, because sometimes you can be really reluctant to go with therapists, because even though like I really want to heal, you still think in the back of your mind, like I paid for quite a lot of different things. You might have seen videos about some of them, but I paid for, you know, what was it called, colon therapy and bioresidence and all this kind of stuff, and I noticed, you know, a slight improvement in a certain area, but I wasn't healed. And this stuff gets really expensive, you know, 100 here, 100 there, and you just get to a point where you just think, I can't keep throwing money at this. You know, some people have chronic fatigue all their lives, so, you know, you just don't know whether it's going to work, whether it's worth your money. But I thought, if he's got this money back guarantee, it's definitely worth it. So I thought, yes, I'm definitely doing that. So I phoned him and he booked a session straight away. And I'm going to record another video about hypnotherapy, because I went to see him and another guy after that, and I want to share more about that experience. But basically, I went to see this guy and had one session. Well, it's a Skype session, so I had one session with him, and I was already feeling good in the morning. Like, I'd felt good the previous 2 days before that, and I don't know whether there's something in my mind that said, you know, this is now, you know, that this is it, you've got permission to heal, kind of thing. So it's definitely a subconscious mind thing, or even a conscious mind thing, that how it happened. But I had one session with him, and I was kind of, you know, it was in the morning, and I was waiting to feel worse, because usually I wake up and I feel better, and then my energy slowly plummets throughout the day, and it just didn't, and I felt amazing. And I thought, I think I'm healed, but I gave it a week, and after a week I thought, yep, I'm definitely healed. And the week after that, I had some other unpleasant symptoms come for a week, and I went to see another guy, and after that I was completely free of those as well. And so now I feel completely amazing. And yeah, check out my next video, because I'll go into more detail about the hypnotherapy, because find it really fascinating, all this kind of stuff. So now I am totally healed. It's been, let me think now, I think it's maybe been about a month and a half since I've been healed. I wanted to wait and see if it definitely did go away before I created this video. So yes, it's definitely gone away, thank goodness, and I'm back to normal again, and I am resuming normal life again, which means at the moment I would have said back to work, but actually I'm on holiday. It's summer, so my kids are off for 4 weeks. They're in childcare for 2 weeks, so I've got 4 whole weeks with them. We've had 2 already, back at work this week, and then 2 full weeks with them next week. So that has been really good, that we can get out and do trips as a family. It's just come at exactly the right time, and I'm enjoying life again, and everything is really good. And it has really highlighted to me that to me it's the mind that affects these things. And yes, I said that the physical body is very important, and it is, because your mind has got to be clear so that you can think clearly. But to me, it's the mind that controls the body, the subconscious mind. It really programs everything in your life, and this has led me down a path of really wanting to explore much more about the subconscious mind. So this is my latest obsession, is everything is subconscious mind this, subconscious mind that, and I am delving really deep. Like, I'm reading books, I'm listening to audiobooks, I'm taking courses. I am getting really passionate about the subconscious mind. I'm doing lots of different techniques, I'm using lots of tools, and I can't wait to share a lot of those with you, because you can use these for anything. You can use them for your health, you can use them for weight loss, you can use them for your finances, and I am applying them to all aspects of my life. And I'm going to be sharing more of these tools and techniques with you in the future, and I just can't wait to share everything with you. And I've actually had an idea that if you're not familiar with my work, I have the Leaf System membership, which is a monthly meal planning system that helps you lose weight by making quick, delicious meals. And a lot of the time with weight loss is, like I said, that the subconscious mind controls everything. So you can have, I mean, you've probably been here yourself 100 times, but you've got the perfect diet plan laid out in front of you. It's got the right number of calories, it's healthy, and this is exactly what the Leaf System is. And yet people don't stick to it. You know, they don't follow it, or they might do it for 2 days, they might do it for a week, they have a little bit of progress, and then guess what? Next week they're out eating takeaways, they're out eating junk food, they've said yes to all those cookies, and you're back where you started from. So what is it that's stopping us? It's not the diet plan, it's not the meal plan. That is a tool that you use once your subconscious mind is in the right place for using it, because there's no point in investing in these diet plans if you are not certain that you're going to follow it, because that's just wasting your time. So I really want you to get success with these things, and I want the Leaf System members to get success. And so I have decided that I am, in the future, I'm going to start incorporating a lot more of these. I mean, there's already a lot of emotional kind of subconscious mind tools in the Leaf System to help you reprogram your mind, but I am learning so much that I am going to start putting a lot more resources in there that you can use as a starting point to reprogram your mind, so that you definitely have success with these things, because without that you just can't have success. And it's not your fault, it's just the way your mind is programmed. So yep, I'm really excited for that, and if you want to go have a look at that, you can get started with the Leaf System completely free. You can go to greenthickies.com/Leaf System and get started there completely free, and I can't wait to see you in there. Let me know what you think about the subconscious mind, weight loss, about health and all that kind of stuff. I would love to hear your views. Has this ever happened to you? Let me know, and I will see you on the next video, all about hypnotherapy, hopefully. So take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.